Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at The Dead Hand issue 3 from Image Comics. This 2018 book was produced by Higgins, Mooney, Belair, and Cowles. They don't bother to give us their first names, so I'm not going to bother to look it up. We start out at the London headquarters of MI6, where a very agitated agent is confronting his boss about his missing friend who went off hiking looking for a mysterious place that was said to be a Russian installation, and he never came back. So this guy Ellis wants to go out there, but he's told no. Well, he tries to anyway, which is going to be a problem for our friends in the actual town. Now, we start off with the residents of the town and the train that goes there and how it's difficult to reach the area despite the possibility. Mountain View is pretty well protected, and there's only one train line that goes out there, and a train comes every month to pick things up and haul waste out. Well, we see the girl that witnessed the hiker's fate in her classroom, and she's trying to talk to the instructor and said, have you ever been outside of Mountain View? And the instructor's like, yeah, I was raised in America. And we get kind of the indication that these kids are aware that they're in Russia and that they actually have a kind of an idea of a little bit about what's going on. Not necessarily the entire reason for the town being there, but they have a little bit of knowledge to work with. So they're not completely in the dark. This isn't some phony scheme to trick the kids, because the kids are realistically going to have to take over for the adults at some point. Well, speaking of the adults, our former spies are sitting around a table with a few others, and they are upset that Renee took care of the situation with the hiker without consulting the entire council, but things were escalating very quickly and had to be taken care of fairly directly. So this lady Nikita is upset, but they're actually more worried about more people hiking in. And Carter agrees, actually. He says there are going to be more people coming in. And that means that Roger might be in danger, and by extrapolation, everyone else is in danger too. Well, we get a little background on Elias, and as we're going through that, he's walking through an airport where he is suddenly attacked by some people, and there's a really cool multi-page action scene, very action movie oriented, not necessarily the most realistic, but very fun, good action sequence, and he takes out these 5 or 6 agents, and he realizes they are MI6 agents. Meanwhile, Carter is talking to Roger, and the analysts that are listening in are realizing that Roger is getting much smarter fairly quickly too, and he's starting to pick up on lies, but what they're most worried about is that he's not calling Carter out on the lies that he knows about, and that makes them very, very worried. So things are escalating fairly quickly in The Dead Hand, and this book is just fantastic. Seriously, it is incredibly well written. It's a very fun story. It's a great spy espionage type thing, and I highly recommend it. It is definitely more of a spy movie, so I would definitely say it's more for the long game, for the actual storytelling, than it is just about the action. I think this is going to be a pretty solid book if they keep going with it. I don't really see it being a ongoing series. I think they're going to have to do little stories, like graphic novel sized stories, realistically. But I would definitely recommend this book. I thought it was a lot of fun. I do like the art, and it's very well written. But that's going to end this one because that's my opinion. And as always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you like the video, hit the like button and consider subscribing so you don't miss any episodes. If you want to support the channel and help me get more books to review, Patreon link should be in the description and on the About page. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.